gonna just pull this. Don't have to lift it. How I'm pulling it, I don't have to lift it. That helps. And so the cooked onion. So I've got a few more minutes left. Put it on the table here, which is thick flannel. My coconut is melted, so I'm going to have to add. Oh no, I did melt it, so that's okay. Right, pause. So basically, to save myself time and work, mainly time factor, I cook it and then chop it, cut it. And this bug just came in. I don't know where the hell it came from. So that's my cabbage done, not wasting any of it. Put it in the bin. Make sure it goes in properly. He fell on the floor, ouch. Right. Right, the next thing to cut and snip is now have more space in the bowl. And this one is a thinner bowl compared to that thicker bowl. That means it's a slow cook and it cooks better. It's more on level, even level. So it's so easy to snip, and it saves me time for bringing out machinery that I don't have anymore. I used to have. Saves me money, time, and as a disabled woman, especially if I can't sit for too long. And so it's snipped into the smallest pieces, mouth edible pieces of carrot, and it's going to also cook this meat, lovely juicy meat, that I'm going to stir. Leave it chunky until it's properly cooked, because it's going to be the second hour. It's going to be properly cooked. I'm going to add some salt. The next thing to cut, hallelujah, is the onion. So just easily peel off, no crying. And a very slippy onion, the last bit of skin, and then just snip that bit off, and it will then be easier to cut. Just dropped my spray to wash my hands with, sanitizing spray. So let's do this. It's easy to just have it in my cloth that I'm going to wash anyway, like this. This meal should last me for about 3 days. It can go in the fridge or it can just be recooked, and it's great. Maybe 4 days even, just adding vegetables. I'm throwing away the outer skin, and I'm just keeping mainly the other bit of the onion. Snip, snip. This lovely juicy onion looks similar to some type of exotic sea creature. So I'm just looking at sunshine of pot. It looks beautiful. Plenty of water left to add rice. And I have had almost half a cup of coconut oil. I'm going to stir in there nicely. And make sure that all the onion is properly chopped. Any bits that are left, I just snip that like this. And it saves me time, cleaning up time and everything else. Just one pot, beautiful stew. Cabbage, broccoli, not overcooked. So I'm just going to add also the beef broth, bone broth, which is organic, and it's like a gravy. So I'm going to have half of that broth and have the other half for having reindeer. So I'm going to add rice, which would be like 5 handfuls. I'm adding star anise. I'm adding a quarter of Indian cumin, a flat tablespoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of pink salt. And then I'm just going to stir this and thank God for my sunny pot. And not to forget, my favourite ingredient of all is red hot chili pepper, only 1 heap spoon, because it's very strong and very hot. It's not curry powder, it's chili powder. And that's going to be delicious. And any meat that is too big, too chunky, after it's cooked the second time, I will then chop it into some smaller mouthfuls. So it's not going to be like a soup. It's going to have some vinegar in here as well. I've added enough oil. There's no potato. I could add a potato in it when I put it in a bigger pot. I'm going to add my 4th carrot to make sure that 4th carrot is cooked. Add the lid. So what else do I need? I want to make roast parsnips another day, maybe next weekend. So just going to put the rice in. Yep, just going to put the rice in after stirring my lovely sunny pot and cook the remainder of 1 more carrot. Just make sure that all those spices go in properly. And add some herbs. So I do have some herbs as well. I was going to make some mint tea, but I'm going to add mint in here. It's just for the purposes of flavour, that it gives a nice fresh flavour. And it can be edible as well, because this mint is going to be in tiny little pieces, and it's going to just be used for the juices that come out of it. And it will be an interesting sort of alternative to lemon. So here is the rice. It's like a half a cup of rice, or a whole cup of rice, and that will absorb into the water or the juice, and then it becomes less of a soup. It does rise up, and my pot lid has got a dome shape in it, so it allows the rice to rise up. There it is, it's cooking nicely. Yeah, the political whore Marilyn versus me, injured, disabled woman. So this is now cooking nicely. It has a nice dome-shaped lid. My next challenge is to step on this and clean it, because I spilled something on there as well. I need to get to that box. I may not need to step on it if I use my handheld extension thing, because I'm in pain to get it. What I have in here, who gives a crap? Toilet paper. Got it. So what I'm not cooking, the other cabbage for another day. I'll give a leaf to my rabbit every day. I love this cabbage. Hallelujah. Sukaza, cabbage time. She loves the cabbage too.